I've been seeing a couple questions about how to load a JSON collection into Unity, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that today. I already have a JSON file made up, and I'm just going to drag that directly into my resources folder inside Unity. And I'm going to open that so you can see what it looks like. You notice I have make, model, and wheels as type vehicles. Now go back into Unity. Going to go into my scripts folder. Going to make a new one, C# script. I'm just going to call it vehicles. Open it up. I'm going to erase all of this. I'm going to erase Unity Engine. I'm going to make it serializable. And I'm going to go ahead and add variables for those entries I have. So for the make, model, and wheels. So public string make, public string model, public int wheels. I'm going to save that. Go back to Unity, make a new script. I'm going to call it vehicles list. Open it up. Same as before, clear it all out. Okay, I am going to keep the system collections.generic because we will need that. Same as before, make it serializable. I'm going to do list vehicles. I'm going to call it vehicles as well. And it has to be the same as the class name. It's very important. Equals new list vehicles. And I'm going to save it. Now we just need one more script. I'm going to call it JSON example. This could be literally anything. It's just going to be wherever you're loading your JSON into. So I already have a game object in my scene, and I'm going to attach this script to it. And then I'm going to open it up and edit it. So we do need to have Unity Engine and collections generic in here as well, because you do have to have the model behavior to keep it attached to an object, of course. I'm going to do public vehicle list. I'm just going to name it vehicle list as well, equals new vehicle list. So that's going to initialize our class vehicle list here. And then under start, I'm going to begin loading the information. So the first thing I want to do is load it as a text asset, and I'll explain why in a second. So text asset resources dot load, and it's just going to be vehicles as text asset. Now if you notice, I have this actually as vehicles.json, but if you go into Unity, it doesn't show the extension, so you drop it off. Now some things you can use the extension on, like PNG files, I believe JPEG files as well, but not everything works with extensions, so if it's not loading, that might be why. And the reason I'm using a text asset instead of just calling the JSON utility immediately is because it can pop errors, and even if you use a try catch, it still some reason freezes the engine up. So I'm going to first do this, see if it's null. If it's not, we're going to do the rest of the work. So I'm going to go ahead and do vehicle list, which is the class we just made up top, equals JSON utility dot from JSON, and we're going to do type vehicle list, and we're going to use the asset we just loaded in. I'm going to add a little bit of debug code down here just to make sure that our asset is not null. Okay, so now I'm going to do for each vehicle in vehicle list dot. Oops, looks like I made a mistake. I did not make this public. That needs to be a public list in the vehicles list class. So now if I go back, I should be able to see it. Okay. So I'm going to do print vehicle dot make, print vehicle dot model, print vehicle dot wheels. I'm going to save everything. Go back to Unity. And as you can see, the list is currently empty. I hit play. And it populated. And you can see that it printed it out as expected with the proper amount of wheels, make, and model. And if you actually look here, you can see that's populated as well. If this helped out, please do subscribe, leave comments, ask questions, and also I do take requests for tutorials. So if you'd like to see something, leave a message on my channel.